Okay, if you don't want your kids to watch this, it's 90s Kids Commercials Part 5 by a nostalgic experience. You can log off right now. Okay.
With chewy caramel twice, milk chocolate twice, and that great cookie crunch twice. So take a time out times 2. Time out for Twix.
I'm Crederberry. Breakfast! A shark! Don't eat me!
I'd rather eat your Fruity Pebbles with new Incrediberry Purple.
Here.
A treasure of purplicious fruity taste.
Morning!
Fruity Pebbles, I love a bite.
Yeah! Help Fruity Pebble cereal out of this complete breakfast. New from the Bedrock Shop.
You can get a cool cap or a Flintstones tee plus awesome cars and more for free.
Only from Pebbles with proofs of purchase plus postage and handling.
Got a box of this tasty stuff? Yeah! Golden Grams can get you into Six Flags free! When you buy one adult ticket to a Six Flags theme park, Golden Grams will buy you another one. Just click the certificate here. And you're there!
Golden Grams are part of this complete breakfast and loaded with great graham cracker taste.
Every box got your free ticket! So now whenever you gram the gram, you can cram in a day at Six Flags tip. Cha-ching!
Golden Grams.
Okay. So that's me watching some commercials. Sorry about that. My dress sometimes doesn't want to cooperate with me. Let's see. Okay, so Princess and Friends. Oh, I know what? Trying new things. Like singing. Like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, di, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, di, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, di, do. Oh, excuse me. Oh, foods. Okay, I'm gonna do the foods and then I'll do the other ones. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, di, do. Okay, let's review some food YouTube channels. Let's see, who should we review? Should we review? Lauren in the Kitchen. It's Lauren in the Kitchen, Crispy Salmon, and ZUCCHINI Yogurt Sauce, episode 1164, published June 1st, 2017. I've seen a few of her cooking shows, so let's review it. And this is my review cooking show with children.
Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale. Episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to show you
I keep hitting the
how
button.
I like to make my crispy salmon with a delicious herb, zucchini, garlic, yogurt.
Okay,
It's absolutely phenomenal.
First things first, I gotta say, I love her kitchen. I know that sounds so weird, but she's got all of her pots and pans like organized up near the window. Then she has like flour, sugar, spice, and I'm guessing maybe more flour. Her book, some spoons, a couple dishes in the back, and some decorative stuff, and like a red pot. She kind of always has that setup, so it makes it look really homey and ready to cook. And I love that about like when they really make it homey. Like I want to do that with my YouTube channel at some point, but right now the space isn't available yet. So I'd love to like make it like have that little like homey view. Like she has even her cookbook in the back, which looks so cool. Okay, let's continue.
It's one of my favorite recent recipes, and I
This
absolutely love it. Perfect for a weeknight because it comes together in about 10 minutes. I'll show you a couple of the sides that I like to serve it with, just to give you ideas. But let me run you through the ingredients for the actual recipe. You don't need very many.
And let me remind you, I do not own this stuff. I am not trying to copyright anybody. I did not make these videos. I give all the credit to who made them. I try to give the credit to where credit is due. I'm just doing my reactions and reviews of cooking shows and commercials, like a lot of YouTubers do.
With 2 fillets of salmon. Now these are skinless, and that's kind of what I prefer.
Well, that's interesting. I don't really eat salmon, so I have no interest in really making this for myself. Maybe for my family who eats meat. I'm actually a vegetarian who doesn't eat seafood, chicken, or any meat. I do sometimes eat eggs. I try not to, but I'm more of, like, they call them a dairy vegetarian or a lact something. My friend gave me the real name, but I don't remember it. So I'm like more of, some people say I could be closer to vegan. If I didn't eat dairy, I probably would be, because of how, like, strict I am with my diet. I try to be, at least. And even some of the foods, like, a lot of the non-food eye products, because of my food allergy, I eat it's, some of them are vegan or vegetarian friendly. Okay, let's get to the salmon.
Skin on, skin off, whatever you prefer. This is just some non-fat Greek yogurt, nice and creamy and tangy and thick.
It looks plain, which is kind of good, because if you're adding stuff to it, you don't want it to already be over-flavored. I know a little bit about food, not a lot, but a little. I'm not going to say I'm like a world famous chef. I know how to cook, and I know how to follow recipes, and I try to be exact.
Fresh parsley, fresh mint, garlic. This is a fresh zucchini. I only need half. Lemon, capers, olive oil, salt, and pepper. And that is it. It's really such a simple recipe, but it's absolutely outstanding. The salmon gets really crispy on both sides, and then the sauce is just creamy and just to die for. What I have here is a skillet with just a little bit of olive oil. You don't need a lot. I probably have a little less than a tablespoon in there.
Yeah,
and I'm just kind of like drizzling it all
around.
around. And then
now that's her pink shirt. It like really goes well with the background, because her her kitchen is pretty bland, so any colors really pop out.
Season the outside of my salmon really well with some salt and pepper. I like my salmon, my food, really, when it comes to a crispy, nice and crispy on the outside, I like it well seasoned. So I like that really salty crust. I'm just going to flip this baby over. I'm going to season this side. And you want to make sure that your pan is nice and hot, but you don't want it too hot, because otherwise it'll smoke up and be a complete mess. Medium-high heat. This is only going to take about 2.5.
I do like the fact that, like, in her kitchen, there is a tiny stove, like, on one of the main, like, some people call it, like, a table island, or an island. We had one in my dad's house. I never knew what it was called. We just ate there. That was actually our table to eat off of. But I like how she has one. It would never work in my house, though. It's like a stove type thing, because Jade and the cat would probably no. Jade and the cat, not a good idea.
Minutes or so on each side until that salmon is perfectly cooked through. So while that happens, let's work on the sauce, because it is phenomenal. You don't have to serve it on salmon. It goes well with veggie kebabs. It goes well with
veggie kebabs. Only thing I can't have is the mint. But that's
other kinds of fish. I mean, chicken. It goes great with some grilled chicken as well. It's amazing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take half of the zucchini and I'm going to just grate it on.
I'm not a huge fan of zucchinis, but they're not bad either. Like my grandma puts them in like a spaghetti dish she makes. It's like she puts spaghettis, some zucchinis, and then makes some butter sauce.
A box grater. You can use a whole zucchini if you want to, but half for 2 portions seems to be about perfect.
The only problem with cheese graters is every time I have a cheese grater, I end up almost cutting myself. I have to be very careful. I have cut myself on plastic before. Even though I'm very careful when I cook for other people. But like when I'm trying to clean up, it doesn't go over well. or I don't pay attention and I'm like doing super well, and then I realize, wait a minute, what I just do to myself and everything else.
Add the zucchini right in. Ordinarily, I would squeeze out any excess liquid out of the zucchini, but I don't do that for this particular recipe because a little bit of the water that renders out of the zucchini kind of helps that sauce become nice and looser. And now all I've done is I've just taken my herbs and my garlic. I kind of just place them on a pile.
Yeah, I can eat the zucchini, the herbs, and the garlic, but I can't eat mint. Only thing I can't, I'm like allergic to mint and cocoa and blueberries and food dye. And I didn't realize I was allergic to like mint and cinnamon. I can't have cinnamon, that's right. I'm allergic to like legit mint, cinnamon, and cocoa without food dye being in them, because when I tried to even smell it, like it just got to me, and it's like, well, I even tried to like get close to my mouth, but I could just tell even by like it getting near my mouth it wasn't gonna work.
So, and then just give everything a really fine chop. Perfect. Add all that goodness right in there.
I don't get it. How do you touch a knife like that and not get cut? If I touched a knife like that, my hand would be chopped off. I am literally accident prone, which you guys already know because I literally hurt my 3 fingers while putting together a piece of 3 laid pieces of wood. Me touching a sharp kitchen knife, not like a butter knife or a regular sharp knife, a kitchen knife. Could you imagine me trying to cut anything with a kitchen knife? No, wait, don't imagine that. You might actually have nightmares. Oh gosh, me and a kitchen knife would never work. And I do love Lauren in the Kitchen. I've watched her for quite some time now. And also I've watched Nerdy Nummies. That's one of my other favorites. And Drunk Kitchen.